Good evening, everybody. Tonight we are having quesadillas, smothered quesadillas. And what I've got going on here is I've got 4 flour tortillas. I've got 8 ounces of pepper jack cheese. I've got some Crisco there ready to melt. And in the frying pan here, I have a can of refried beans. And I've got a cut up red bell pepper and onion that I sauteed pretty quick, and then I just stirred it all together, and I'm just letting that heat all the way through. In a minute, I am going to roll them up. Oh, actually, they're not quesadillas. I'm going to roll them. I'm going to start over. Good God. I ain't starting over. Here we go. To recap what I've done, we are having rolled flour taquitos with refried beans, red bell pepper, onions, pepper jack cheese, 4 flour tortillas, and a can of hearty salsa verde. And right now I'm just still heating the beans through so they'll be good and warm. You can add meat to this if you like, but since we don't use refrigeration, we're just doing vegetarian style, because we can keep a lot of fresh vegetables, you know, at room temperature for days. So anyway, let me give this a stir and I'll be right back. Okay, so I just divided my beans out into 4 portions, and I'm just spreading it out on my tortilla here. I'm gonna give them a quick roll up. Just pinch it kinda so that it rolls up kinda tight. And I'm gonna smooth this back so that'll kind of act like glue to hold it together. Let's give it a roll. Right there. There we go. This next one, same thing. Pinch it. Roll it. Cheese goes on top. My photographer said, "What about the cheese?"
You usually roll the cheese up.
Well, sometimes I do. I look at my fingers. I got stuff in the way. Okay. This doesn't take too long. They don't have to be perfect. There we go. And the rest of the beans. And take my advice, don't ever buy one of these copper pots. They're terrible. That thing's just sticking really quick after we got it. I was not happy with it at all. I'm just trying to hurry. Usually they're not this messy. I'm trying to hurry so that the video doesn't go on too long. We're pinching and rolling. Okie dokie. In this pan I've got the grease. You can use whatever oil you want, olive oil, spray oil, doesn't matter. Spread it out so it'll melt faster. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, at this point, I can go ahead and put them in there. And I do them like that. Put the top, roll, seam down. That way you have oil on both sides. Top, press, roll. Top, press, roll. Top. There we go. Alright, I'm going to brown these up a little bit and I'll be right back. Okay, so I covered those because I want them to stay warm in the centers, but they're brown on the bottom. I've got it on a pretty high flame. And I just roll them over, brown the other side. And this didn't take but just a few minutes. These are really quick and easy. Okay, so I'm going to cover them back up so they'll heat all the way, stay warm all the way through, and we'll be right back. They're brown on the other side. I'm going to roll them back over just because I like the seam on the bottom. They're hot. pretty. Now, the only thing I added to the peppered onions when I was sauteing them was a little black pepper and powdered garlic. So I'm going to open up the sauce now. And we buy these little cans because, like I said, we can't save anything since we don't keep a ice chest or refrigerator. And I'm going to smother these up with the salsa verde. Like that. Tilt the pan so I can get it on pretty even. Now, we're not vegetarians, but like I said, since we don't use refrigeration, we usually only buy fresh meat, you know, for the day that we might go into town to the market. And so we'll have fresh meat that day. But if you wanted to, you could add a can of chicken or canned beef, stuff like that. So now I'm going to put the pepper jack cheese on it. I just shredded it up real quick. Hard cheeses are safe to be unrefrigerated. They get softer and oily looking, so you might think, oh my goodness, I've ruined my cheese, but you know, cheese was invented before refrigeration. You just can't keep soft cheeses like cream cheese and stuff like that without refrigeration. There you go. But like I said, do not take my advice. Do your own research on food safety without refrigeration. We've done this for a couple of years and we've never been sick, but you know, be smart people. Do some reading and safe practices. I do not recommend keeping things without refrigeration unless you really know what you're doing. So I'm going to turn this down real low and let that simmer a minute, and the cheese is going to melt up, and then it'll be ready to serve. Looky there. Now it's not going to brown up and get nice and brown and bubbly like it would in the oven, but this is a very good solution to stovetop cooking so that you don't miss your oven and stuff for nomads and van lifers. I didn't get my spatula, so I'm not sure if I can get these out safely. I might flop them right on the ground. Whoop, look at the bottom. Oh my goodness.
It looks good.
Good, and it's gotten crispy. Lee, do you want that on yours?
And just split it up.
Okay, this is not pretty, but we're going to eat the gravy. There we go. Look at that. Alrighty, guys. Let me get a fork. I'll cut one of them open and show it to you. Oh, that made a mess. Big mess. Looky here. Look at that.
Looks good.
Yep, finger licking. Yes, sirree. Anyway, guys, we're going to go and eat our dinner. Everybody have a good evening. Thanks for watching.